What's up, Internet? Welcome back to another Top 5 video. This week, we're talking about the top 5 games that I wish I never sold. Fuck you, Gamestop. This topic was suggested by MUS 24/7/365. Let's get to it. So, number 5 on this list, Legend of Legaia. I had the demo for this game and convinced my mom to buy this for me back in the day, and I really wanted to love this game, but could not get into it to save my life. The combat system was a little bit odd. You were doing hand-to-hand combat through button presses, and it was just really kind of awkward. I probably traded it in to get a different RPG at some point. And now I kind of wish I had it, just because I'm really wishing I had all the RPGs that I'd spent, well, had my mom spent all that money on back in the day. So, number 5, definitely Legend of Legaia. And number 4, Wild Arms. And I actually recently had a chance to get this back in my collection. I was selling this game for my friend recently. He was trying to get a Nintendo 3DS, and I just couldn't pull the trigger. I probably should have. I didn't. I got rid of this back then because Final Fantasy VII came out, and I just wasn't really playing this anymore. That's pretty much what I assume a lot of people did, because Final Fantasy VII completely overshadowed this game. I know I've talked about that before. I'd love to give this game another chance someday. Number 3 on my list, Tales of Destiny. Unfortunately, I did not fully comprehend what this game was when I bought it back in the day. I did not understand how the combat system was going to work. At that time, I thought all RPGs were just basic turn-based, like Final Fantasy and Suikoden. I was completely unprepared for this gem of a game, and that led to me getting rid of it probably after playing for maybe about 3 hours, I would say. I regret that now just because it's not easy to come by and it's not very cheap. Number 2. This is a game I recently found at a garage sale, but unfortunately, it was disc only. And that game is Monster Rancher for the original PlayStation. This was a very innovative game for its time. It had you taking your own CDs and pulling the monsters out of them. You'd be playing this game and you'd have to put in an audio CD, I believe. I don't remember if it was DVDs back then or anything else or other games. But you would be able to pull monsters from them and use them in this game. And I remember being very upset that I didn't really have any of the CDs, at least in my collection, that would pull a awesome monster. And I probably ended up trading this in, and I never really got into it. Number 1, Azure Dreams for the PlayStation. This is one of those games that I bought because I was a spoiled little kid. And I, at that time, wanted to own all the PlayStation 1 RPGs. And to do this, we were moving alphabetically. So, I ended up with Azure Dreams. I loved some of the mechanics of this game. I enjoyed the dating game aspect, I guess you would call it. But the actual combat was a little bit over my head. I was not used to what we would now call a roguelike experience, where you enter a dungeon and you're always working your way up from floor 1, and I just never really progressed far in the dungeon. I think I might have got to like the 10th floor, but I did not hold on to this game for very long, and now I regret it. It's actually one of the games I'm highly seeking. I would love to find that at a garage sale. So that's going to do it for this week's top 5. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of them, if you would have sold them, if you have them, if you want to trade them to me. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please check out my other videos on my channel. My main series, Weekend Adventure in Video Game Hunting, airs every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. And I have about 80 some odd episodes up, so you have quite a bit of backlog. Although I'd probably start a little bit more recent because watching my old shit is fucking painful. Keep it real, internet.